In this video, I'm going to show you how we name vertical and horizontal lines on a coordinate grid. Now, first things first, we've got to ensure that we know what we would call this axis. Now, the way to remember this is that X is a cross and it goes across. So this is our X-axis. It looks like the number line with positive values here, negative values on this side. This point here is called the origin. This axis, if this is the x-axis, then this is going to be the y-axis. So I'm going to look at this vertical line to start off with. Let's just have a look at some of the points on this line. So let's just put a few there. So this point would be 4, 8. This point would be 4, 4. This point is going to be 4, 2. This point would be 4, 0, and this point would be 4, negative 1. Let's just look at these coordinate points. What do we notice about each coordinate point? Well, the y value changes, but the x value always stays at 4, which is why we call this line x equals 4, because it always does. Now, applying similar logic to the horizontal line here, let's just identify a few points on this line. So this would be negative 4, 6. This point here would be negative 2, 6. This point here is 0, 6. And this point here would be 2, 6. Okay, again, on these coordinate points, this time it's the y value that doesn't change. The y value is always 6. So we call this line y equals 6. So if you have a horizontal line where it crosses the y-axis, this will not cross the x-axis. This is y equals something. So if it's a horizontal line, it's always going to be y equals something. If it's a vertical line, it's always going to be x equals something. Now, just to finish off with, let's just consider these lines. What about this line? Okay, so this is the y-axis, and we can call it the y-axis, but it also has an equation of the line. And this line is also called x equals 0, because it does. All the way up here, x always equals 0. And similarly, this line here, so our x-axis, we can call it the x-axis, but we can also call it by the equation of the line, and because it's a horizontal line, this is y equals 0. I hope that's made things a little bit clearer for you, but if you do have any questions, please let me know.